Hello everyone, this is Adrian, your cybersecurity trainer. So in this lecture, we'll be looking into the introduction of cybersecurity, what is cybersecurity, and what is ethical hacking. We'll also look into CEH, that is Certified Ethical Hacker, and why CEH is very essential in order to grow your career in cybersecurity. So what is the cybersecurity? So many of us have this question. So why do we need cybersecurity? What is the need of it? And why is it very essential in terms of organization or in terms of personal awareness? So the cybersecurity definition itself goes like this. It involves techniques that helps in securing various digital components, network, data, and computer system from unauthorized access and malicious attacks, which basically says that it has developed various different techniques and methods to secure your digital data from any kind of attacks from the hackers. So now, what are these data and what are this digital data? So we need to understand this. The data can be any sensitive data. It can be your personal data, which includes your social security number, your email address, your physical address, your photos, your private informations, anything can be stolen in the online platform. So now securing that from any kind of attacks is called as a cybersecurity. So what is the difference between information security, cybersecurity, and network security? So we have this, you have heard of information security, you have heard of cybersecurity, and you might also have heard of network security. Is there any difference between these three? Yes, there is a very huge difference. Uh, Information security is a overall security, I would say. So it protects everything. It involves everything, including the physical data, digital data, and the network. So when I talk about the physical data, say suppose that I have a PDF file, and if I take a printout of it and a sheet of paper, and that paper is in the form of a physical form, and on that physical form I have the data which has been printed. So this is a physical data. So information security involves various techniques and methods in securing the digital data, the physical data, and the network from any kind of attacks or breaches. Okay, so under information security, we have cybersecurity. So I would say this information security is a superset of everything, and cybersecurity is a subset of information security. So cybersecurity only focuses on one particular thing, that is the digital data and the network. So under cybersecurity, we have network security, which concentrates on securing the network infrastructure of an organization. So when I talk about network infrastructure, say suppose in an organization we have uh, various different devices. You have routers, you have mobile devices, you have laptops, PCs, printers, everything connected under one network. So this is a network infrastructure. So protecting that is a part of a network security. All right. So whom are we protecting it from? So as we saw, we are trying to protect these from the hackers, or we call it as a black hat hackers, right? So who are these hackers? The hackers are the people or a group of people who will try to access your data or your system in order to do some malicious activity. When I talk about trying to do some malicious activity, either they can breach and take the data, they can sell it in dark web, or they can try accessing the data, and if at all, if they have any personal grudge, they can defame you. It can be anyone, and the hackers can be anyone, but they are trying to access into your data, or they are trying to access into your device without your permission in order to do something malicious. So that those are the hackers. So you might have heard of ethical hackers then. What is the difference between ethical hackers and a hacker? So ethical hacker is a person who does it with the permission of the owner. And hacker is a person who does it without the permission in order to do some malicious attacks. So let me give you an example of an ethical hacker, right? So say suppose I'm working as a ethical hacker and a company approaches me stating that yes, I have a organization and I have servers and websites. Can you try hack into it and see if there is any kind of vulnerability? So me being an ethical hacker, I have the owner's permission. I will take the permission. I'll tell them what exactly that I'm going to do. I'll do that. I'll try to find the vulnerabilities. I'll try to find the loopholes, trying to find the bugs, and I'll also try to find the fix for that. I'll try to patch that as well and inform the owner that yes, so and so is what I have done. I have done, I have tried hacking into it and I have found there are several bugs in that, and I will give them a report and I'll also give them the solution how to fix this as well. So I'm doing it in order to fix that so that no hacker can do or hack into it. Whereas the hacker does it in order to harm their organization or in order to defame the organization. It can be anything. The intentions can be anything. It can be money or it can be anything personal as well, right? So those are hackers, the difference between the hackers and the ethical hackers, right? So let me ask you this question. So are you really being safe online? So when we talk about being safe, I'm actually talking about when you're browsing online or when your data is on. Do you feel safe that your data within your device is not being leaked or your personal data is not being leaked outside? So the question is no, nobody is safe. Or are they safe? The answer is simple. Whenever that we are online, there are many loopholes, many things that a person can access. They can download certain things, they can click on certain things, and that will go ahead and lead to a breach of your personal data. Let me just give you a simple example. Say suppose that you have uh, turned on your mobile data, right? Your internet on your phone, and you're speaking or you're having a conversation with your friend or a colleague regarding some sports brand. Say suppose that you're talking about Adidas or Nike, and after a few minutes you open up your Facebook or any social media, you will get the advertisements very similar or exactly same about whatever that you have spoken. How do the mobile know that what exactly you want? Because this application, whatever that you have installed, you have given the permissions for accessing the microphone. You have given the permission in order to access the gallery. You have given the permissions to access other applications which is installed in the phone. So this will connect, or this applications are designed in such a way that to collect all the information from these categories and try to give you the information. So if a legit application can lead you to this, if a legit application can uh, access the microphone and behave in this way, imagine that you're accessing any third-party application. That will be a very, very disastrous, that it can leak any of your data. It can access any of your data within your phone, right? So now, the need of cybersecurity. So this is where the need comes in. So if you actually check onto the market, the cybersecurity market, and it actually everything started back in 2012. So that is where the cybersecurity market started booming up. The reason is because everyone were using online transactions, and that is when it was booming. Slowly, the digital world started pitching up, right? And especially during the COVID times. So around 45% of the world's population is using internet, and they are dependent on their daily basis routine. They are dependent online, everything like transaction, buying groceries, especially after the pandemics, during the pandemic and after the pandemic, the online business became very crucial, and that was the part of everyone's life. So now, thinking in the perspective of an organization, right? So when the COVID hit, obviously, so many people were forced, or everyone were forced to work from home, and the organizations didn't have their cybersecurity team, or they didn't have the particular team in order to protect their data from uh, breaches. So this is where the role of a cybersecurity was very much crucial, right? So if you actually look into the market for the next 10 years, the cybersecurity market is going to be one of the booming market, and it is going to be 10 times higher than what it is right now. Okay, so it's just a small research that I was trying to do. When I searched onto the LinkedIn, I hope that everyone has LinkedIn. So if you have LinkedIn, you can just right away open up the LinkedIn and just search for the jobs. Just type in stating cybersecurity jobs under the jobs. So when you search onto that, I see that there are 6,506 results. That means there are 6,506 companies who are ready to hire cybersecurity experts. And that is the demand that they are having. All you need to have is your skills and the knowledge that you can apply and help the company in order to secure their data. So they are in very much demand. So what are the job roles that you can get? So you might be thinking, okay, cybersecurity is one particular job role. No, it's an ocean of opportunities. The cybersecurity, when you talk about the cybersecurity, under cybersecurity, we have so many different categories. So say in fact that we have defensive, offensive, and forensic. So under defensive, you're trying to defend any kind of attack that is coming. And under offensive, you're trying to be offensive, or you're trying to attack the particular target and try to find the vulnerabilities and try to give a fix. And forensic, if there is any kind of attacks that happens, uh, the forensic team will come and analyze what data has been breached and how they have been breached. So there are various different domains. So under this, we have subdomains where you will be working as a cybersecurity analyst, network security engineer, SOC analyst, and threat hunter, security analyst level 1, level 2, and IT security administrators. So there are various job roles that which we have. We have more than 22 plus job roles. And this is very crucial that you have to keep in your mind. The cybersecurity is not one particular domain where you have one particular job role. It is an ocean of opportunities. We have various different fields within the cybersecurity that you have to look into. So now let's look into the CEH modules. So we have 20 modules, and this is a very crucial certification that the organization is looking for in the candidates. So this will help you master the foundation of the ethical hacking, and it will prepare you to be a better at your skills in ethical hacking. So the modules, whatever that we have here in the CEH, it is designed in such a way that it will actually help you to face the real-time scenarios in the organization. So we have 20 modules, and starting from the basics, what exactly the introduction to the ethical hacking is, what is ethical hacking, what is cybersecurity, and what is footprinting, and what is reconnaissance, uh, what is information gathering basically. And so we have 5 phases of hacking. So information gathering, scanning and enumeration, gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing the logs. So we have separate. We are going to look into those things separately as each modules to understand and learn better. So we have second module, which is information gathering, or we call it as footprinting and reconnaissance. And the third one, we have it as scanning in networks. And fourth one, we have enumeration. Fifth one, we have vulnerability analysis, when we will be trying to find the vulnerability and what are the process that which we do in order to find the vulnerabilities, the vulnerability life cycle and everything. And in this module 6, we have system hacking. So here we will be learning about how to hack into a systems, the methods that which we can go ahead with, the attacks that which we have, and what are the different ways to hack into a particular network, methods and techniques, right? And module 7, we have malware threats, where we will be looking into what are malwares, what are the different types of malware, and how uh, a malware can affect a system, and what are the countermeasures as well. And we'll also look into a practical way of uh, you know how to create a malware so that we can understand how the malware works, right? And we also have sniffing. So here we will be learning about how to sniff a packet, and how to discover any network vulnerabilities over here. And we'll also learn how to defend it as well, defend a sniffing attacks. And the ninth one, we have social engineering, where uh, we will be learning about the social engineering concepts and techniques. There are different types of social engineering we have, and what are the human level vulnerabilities that uh, we are having or the organization is facing. We'll be looking into all those things. And the 10th one, we have denial of service, so which is called as DOS attack. So we will learn about the DOS attack and DDoS attack techniques, and as well as that we will be using certain tools in order to audit a target. And we will also onto what are the countermeasures that which we have, right? And we have module 11 as session hijacking, where we will be understanding what is uh, the session. We'll understand how to hijack a session, how to discover you know, network level vulnerabilities as well. And we'll look into the weaknesses that which we have in the session hijacking. During the time of session hijacking, we'll be learning the countermeasures as well. And the module 12, we have evading IDS and IPS and firewalls and honeypots. So we'll understand what is the IDS, intrusion detection system, and the IPS, intrusion prevention system. How does this work? What is the mechanism of, or what is the functionality? How does this IDS work? And how does this firewall work? And what is the use of honeypots? And what are the uh, countermeasures that which we can come ahead with, right? So the module 13, we have hacking into web servers, where we'll be looking into or we'll be hacking into the web servers, and various different methods that which we use in order to hack into it, or in order to audit our vulnerabilities. And we also look into the countermeasures of that as well. And hacking web applications, where we will be learning about uh, the web application attacks, the vulnerabilities that which is present, and the countermeasures of that. And also we'll be looking into what is SQL injection. So these are all real world or real time scenarios that which we have. Uh, in SQL injection, we have uh, you know various different vulnerabilities, various different levels of SQL injection vulnerabilities, right? So we'll be looking into those one by one, and we'll also look into hacking wireless networks, where we'll be concentrating on hacking into the Wi-Fi networks, and we'll try to understand the methodologies that which we have, the tools which we use, and the Wi-Fi security tools that which we have in order to uh, have a tight security on for the Wi-Fi. And we have hacking mobile platforms, where we will be learning about the mobile platform attacks, the various different attack vectors, the Android and iOS hacking, and we'll also look into mobile device management as well. So there are security tools which can try to protect these kind of attacks as well. So we'll look into IoT hacking, where we'll learn different types of IoTs and OT attacks, and what are the different hacking methodology. We'll first understand what is IoT itself and what are the different tools used in order to protect it, and what are the different tools in order to um, attack it as well. So we also have cloud computing, where we will be learning about what is cloud computing and what are the different various services that is provided by the cloud computing, and what are the different hacking methodologies that which we implement here in the cloud computing platform. Uh, the next one is cryptography. So where we will be learning about what is encryption and decryption, learn about encryption algorithms, kind of what are cryptographic tools, the public key infrastructure, private key, and what are email encryption, disk encryption. We'll understand the cryptanalysis tools which is used over here as well. So these are the 20 modules that which we have. So this is very important as for the basics to understand, because this is something that gives us a basic. This certification, this modules, whatever that we have, it actually gives us the basics. Also gives us the real time. It also gives us the skills to face the real time attacks. If you're whenever that you're trying to work in a company, this knowledge will actually help you in order to defend those things and understand the real time attacks that which we have. So that's it for today, and we will look into more videos in the upcoming days. Thank you.